Hey there, it's Anna Runyon from ClassyCareerGirl.com, and thank you so much for joining my free training series leading up to my free call on November 11th at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, called Female Leadership Secrets, the top 3 career advancement strategies for female leaders. So today on video 1, I'm going to cover the number 1 most important key to take your career to the next level. So you can't go any farther unless you have this important key that I'm going to teach you today. So what is it? The number 1 most important key is that you need to understand yourself better. Unless you understand yourself, you are not going to be able to take your career to the next level. This is the number 1 most important part. This is kind of like the foundation of all the work. If you've ever done any type of my Get Unstuck courses, you know that understanding yourself is the foundation of everything I teach. And I think it's so important when it comes to female leadership as well that you really need to understand yourself. And I'm going to tell you how to do that today. So the first thing you need to understand is what makes you happy at work. What gives you career satisfaction? You really need to think about what your values and your motivations are. So what drives you at work? What really motivates you? You know, is it money? Is it autonomy? Is it teamwork? These things are really important. And in order to lead a team and to really show your boss that you have what it takes, you need to be happy at your job. And so that's why it's really important to figure out what drives you, what motivates you, along with your purpose. You know, why do you get up every day and go to your job? You can be a leader in any type of job, but you're going to be the most successful leader when you're in a job where you have a purpose and you're very satisfied. So I hope you can see how they all relate. And also, it's really important to think about your interests. Your interests are those things that, you can look back at your childhood and see yourself doing your interests. And they're those interests that you still have today, you still really enjoy. And those are going to make you satisfied in your work if you're doing those things in your work. One of my interests is coaching and mentoring, and I can look back at my childhood and see myself always helping my friends out. I was like the go-to gal to answer their questions. So I love my job now because I'm doing what really interests me. And it's also about imagining your ideal work day, your ideal work environment. You're going to be most satisfied and a better leader when you are in a work environment and you are having a work day that you really enjoy. And you also want to be using not just skills you're good at, but favorite skills you really enjoy as well. The other thing you want to understand about yourself is what are your female leadership strengths. And I'm really excited to share this with you. The female leadership strengths is something I spent a lot of time writing about in my new book, The Professional Woman's Guide to Managing Men. So I'm really excited to share with you today this part. So here are some of the common leadership strengths that many females have. So these are the strengths that many men appreciate about women. And it's also, these are really positive things, and we want to highlight the positive things about our leadership characteristics, because really, we're awesome leaders, and these are the things that make us awesome. So the first one is collaboration. Women often request ideas from the entire team, and they get the group buy-in. And women are also great at sharing information and delegating. So that might be one of your strengths. So as I'm going through this, think about what might be some of your strengths on this list. The next one is calm under pressure. So most women can handle tough situations with a sense of calmness without getting too aggressive. And women can also appear less threatening by establishing trust quick with men that they manage or work with. And the third one is attention to detail or multitasking. Women are known to be organized and detailed, more detailed than men, and they can usually handle doing a lot of things at once. So that might be something that you're really strong at as well. And then openness. Women can be honest and open and share a lot of information about tasks and results. And men and women appreciate that about the females that they work with. And then intuition. From my experience, women can often tap into other people's needs faster and more effectively than men. And women can often pick up very subtle clues about how the people around them are feeling. So maybe intuition is a strength of yours. And also empathy is a really big one that I see in a lot of women. Women are often more capable than men of showing concern for other people's feelings and connecting on a personal level. So I would recommend, you're going to have a worksheet to go through today, and I would recommend thinking about what your strengths are. And after you determine what your unique leadership strengths are, brainstorm how you can use those strengths more as a manager. For instance, if you're great at listening, think about how you can meet with your employees more one-on-one or in a small group to build trust on a more personal level. And the big thing I want to share with you today is that only you have a unique female leadership style, and you do not have to try to act like anyone else, especially a man. This is something that I discovered earlier on in my career. Your success as a manager depends on how confident and comfortable you are leading, and you want to be authentic and never want to act like someone you aren't. My first experience as a manager was not so great, but I learned from it. I didn't get the respect I deserved from the man I managed because I was trying to be like his previous manager instead of being like myself. I was afraid of confrontation. I was not comfortable leading. I wasn't being authentic, and so he had no trust in me. He could tell I was uncomfortable, not acting like myself, and he didn't respect me because of it. Side note, little did I know he actually had a job transfer in process and already had one foot out the door. But that's a complete side note. It taught me a ton about being a manager and that I didn't have to try to be like a man in order to be successful. So you need to be authentic, be yourself, and you have to also believe in yourself as well. So I really hope you enjoyed the video today. This is just a little sneak peek for what's in store for you next. In video 2, which is going to be out very soon, I'm going to tell you the top 5 mistakes that hold female leaders back. And so your homework, I want you to leave a comment below. You can ask me your questions, tell me what you thought of this video. Make sure you download and complete the worksheet that I prepared for you. Also, feel free to share this with your friends and colleagues. If you found this helpful, please share. I want to help as many people as possible, and preferably women. Share this with your female colleagues and friends. And then mark your calendar for the live webinar training on November 11th at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. You do not want to miss this. I'm going to give you the top 3 career advancement strategies for female leaders, and it's going to be awesome. And it's also going to be a live call too, so that at the end, I'm going to be answering some questions. So I will see you on video number 2.